Hey guys, so it's storming out. I don't know if you really hear it anymore. Died down a lot, unfortunately. And storms are always so immersive and, cleansing. I suppose in this sort of ironic, paradoxical kind of way, because they're can be very chaotic and loud and boisterous, and in a way that would otherwise seem uncomfortable, but for whatever reason, they're very pacifying and, there's a metaphor there somewhere, Yeah, it's funny, when I started this video just now, like 10, 15 seconds ago, 45 seconds ago, okay, whatever, I experienced this brief compulsion to smile and, be very charismatically engaging, and I suppose, I had felt pressured to pressure you to justify your attention to me. Seems to be the YouTuber strategy, Don't really consider myself a YouTuber, but this is a video and it's on YouTube, so take that for what it's worth. Man, I love not smiling. I know you guys have seen my essay online, a lot of you, and this will not be a tirade of that magnitude, but just something I wanted to share and, see if you guys have related to my experience, Never quite sure when people will relate to my experiences, but, worst case scenario, you lose 3 to 4 minutes watching this if you don't, so. Yeah, I love not smiling because I feel like, typically when I feel pressured to smile, it's there's a catalyst in my environment, I suppose, that I'm at the mercy of. Something in my environment that I'm held hostage to, just even if for a moment, that triggers an emotional reaction from me on some level, and I smile, people approach me a lot of times, and I won't be smiling, and they'll be like, what's wrong? I suppose typically that indicates, sadness, or maybe that I'm seeking attention, that I want someone to ask me, what's wrong, because I'm not direct, and can't express myself without some sort of prompt from someone, But no, that's not it at all for me. Typically it just indicates that I feel confident enough, and that I don't feel obligated to feign enthusiasm for circumstances, people, their interests, in my environment that I don't care about. Unless I do genuinely care about them, at which point I guess I would, react in a more expressive kind of way. But it definitely feels good to portray myself and express myself in a way that is true to how I'm genuinely feeling, as opposed to playing the artificial persona game with others who feel obligated to always be smiling. Don't understand why people would be smiling constantly, or why others would anticipate others to be smiling constantly, as if positivity is the same as neutrality, because it isn't. There would typically have to be some kind of catalyst that would provoke a genuine reaction, even if it's a thought or something internal. So usually when I'm not smiling, I'm around people that I really like, or I guess even don't like, whatever, I usually feel great. I feel like I am not pressured to portray anything that I'm not, or that I don't feel. And I feel balanced, I guess. And almost, just that consistent calm, that tranquility, at the risk of clichéing myself, some sort of pseudo-spiritual light. It can feel oftentimes, I think, better than being provoked, even if it is in a positive way, and you're forced to crack a smile or something, You're sort of derailed for a moment, Just wondering if you guys could relate to that. Let me know if you could, or if you don't, tear me apart, I guess.